guess we'll just have to wait it out, man.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are finally back on our 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. And as you know, we did put this build on pause for a couple of days while we waited on parts. And we even brought in a brand new build, the 2020 Toyota Supra. Now that we got that sucker torn apart and we're gonna be waiting on parts for it, we are finally back on the Trackhawk and we are super excited to be back. And I believe the dealership actually has all the parts that we need. That way we could just continue with rebuilding this thing. So that's the very first thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna run up to the dealership and just see what they got.
What is this? Lee.
This is the frame rail.
We got a whole frame rail up in here. That thing is crazy. This is part of the shock tower as well, I believe, right?
Yeah.
We already paid for it, so I guess we're gonna have to take it, right?
Don't have to. I mean, I don't know.
We may use some of it actually,
Yeah.
I believe. So let's just go ahead, find a way to load this up. We already got so many parts in there, dude. We really don't know where all this is gonna fit, but we'll figure it out. All right, so we are finally out of the dealership with all the parts here. We are missing like two pieces, I believe. The axle shaft and what else? A little quarter panel piece.
Yeah, a little quarter panel piece that goes underneath the tail light, which is not a big deal.
That should be in here actually today or tomorrow. As for the axle shaft itself, it may be a couple more days, but we really don't need it. We got the main components right here.
Dude, I don't even see how we fit everything in this truck, man. There's a lot of big boxes back there, dude.
A lot of parts. We got like a whole entire frame rail, as we mentioned. Dude, we got a bunch of awesome parts, and this is just exciting because now we can just go to the frame machine and start working, dude.
Oh yeah, we are, however, or is our door already in?
Our door is in. We can go pick that up today as well.
Yeah,
so.
we did not order that brand new. We bought that used, so we're gonna go ahead and go pick it up right after we drop all these parts off.
Yeah, definitely. We got to make some room, so we're gonna head to the house, drop this stuff off, and we may even open some of this up. Dang, son. When we drop this box down, you can place it right on top of it.
I think this is an inner piece right here.
It is, yeah, and it's not as big as the other piece, which is perfect. That was just the piece we were missing. We couldn't get started without it.
Oh yeah, because I believe we're gonna maybe replacing we're definitely gonna be replacing that piece right there because that's the pillar that got pushed in pretty bad. So
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna replace this whole entire thing or we're just gonna splice it in. It's just gonna come down to seeing how well it pulls out, of course.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just gonna put that aside right there and move on to the next
Yeah, I don't even know what's in these boxes because I believe we ordered the whole entire side, all 3-4 layers. So hopefully them are the other layers right there.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff already came in. A lot of the pieces of the frame itself, which are like all over the place here, man. We
even got the hood in, which is a good thing right there. So I can't wait to open that sucker up. So I guess let's do this box next.
The biggest box right here.
We're gonna go from biggest to smallest.
All right, let's do it. Dude, that is
roof, man.
sweet. I can't believe it,
I
man.
totally forgot about the roof, honestly, dude. I totally forgot that we ordered a roof, but dude, check that out.
Look at that, dude. Let's just make a whole entire glass roof.
Dude, you can just make this in like a plexiglass or something like that,
Or even
man.
in carbon.
Dude, that would look sick, dude.
I've never seen a roof that big in all carbon. I know they make pieces like this right in carbon and you can just replace the whole entire skin.
I think they make them for like some cars. I don't know if they do it for the Trackhawk.
They make it for the Supra.
Oh.
Supra.
Don't say too much about that.
That's a whole nother video right there. But we did not go with the moonroof or the sunroof version because this is just going to be a lot easier.
A lot easier, and then it adds a lot of weight, and on top of that, you're gonna end up spending a lot more money just to buy all the components and all the wiring harness and all that good stuff, you know?
We just went this route right here, and I think this is the best route. So I guess let's just set this sucker aside.
I guess we got one more box of that hood right there, dude.
One more box, and then we got the rear bumper right there. We'll just crack it open, make sure it's not damaged.
And we got our apron right here for the driver's side.
And we're gonna figure out what we're doing with that frame rail out there. We're gonna get down to the actual, you know.
That, honestly, we may not even use that, you know what I mean? We just got that just in case to see how bad. Once we pull that, you know, the apron off, and that's the only way you could get part of that apron piece right there is to buy that whole entire thing, which is pretty crazy.
Dude,
but
that's a lot of money spent right there. Hope maybe, you think we could return that thing?
Shoot, we might as well.
That other piece, they accidentally ordered us another little apron skin piece, and it was like $300, and we returned that, and that's just gonna buy us lunch for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks for sure, dude.
But yeah, let's just go ahead and move on to these next packages and
Probably open up that hood and see what it looks like.
dude, look at those little blocks right there, little foam blocks. You got like a bunch of different colors in them. That's
they got metallic in these foam blocks.
Got metallic. I'm guessing they just like use this out of reclaimed stuff and just like
repurpose
it or something. But there's our hood, dude, and we went with the OEM one for now. We may change it up here in the future.
Yes, sir. But right now we need this for framework, and this was the fastest possible hood we can get. You know what I mean?
Exactly, from the dealership, and it wasn't too bad. Do you remember the price on it?
I think it was like 400 or something. We got a deal on it, so it was like 4 something. So
400,
it's usually like 500 something dollars. So.
But hey, we actually got to start prepping this stuff as well. You know what I mean? We got to paint the bottom of it along with the fenders. So we may even have to do that before we get to the frame machine. That way we can just knock that stuff, get it out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to get all the around the fenders, maybe even go ahead and spray some on the fenders a little bit. That way we can have everything ready to go. So once we do the framework,
we don't have to take it off.
Yeah, we'll probably just take this one fender off on this side because we're going to be doing that apron. Yeah. But as for that side, we want everything to be, you know, perfect. So.
Ready to go.
What do you think? Should we do that today? Might as well.
We might as well. Are we going to blow up the paint booth?
I don't know. What do you want to do? That thing is a beast.
The thing is a beast, and it's kind of perfect weather. It's not going to be too hot. I remember that Mustang paint job. It was yesterday, and it was like a sauna in there, dude.
It turned out pretty dang good, though.
Turned out good. We still got a buffer or whatnot. But I guess let's crack open that bumper, check it out.
Yep.
And we'll see what's we'll see what's in these boxes as well. All right, so we just cracked open a bunch of these other little pieces here. The bumper is in perfect condition, right?
Oh yeah, everything is good, dude. Just ready to go, honestly. But dude, all these little pieces right here are actually the most important pieces that we got right here.
Exactly. We wouldn't be able to proceed without these pieces. And let's start with this piece right here. That is the knuckle, of course, right there.
Yep, the knuckle. That's very important. Hopefully, our drive shaft or axle shaft or whatever comes in. That way we can put both of those on, and so we don't have no problems. Because right now, that knuckle on the car, the broken one, is really loose, so it kind of wobbles. But yes. I mean, it's good enough to like drive up on the frame or something like that.
If that axle shaft isn't coming in time, we'll still probably throw that on. That way we can go to the frame machine. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right. But as of these other parts right here, we have that one apron right here, the top piece, and we have these little. I think these are the headlight brackets that actually cracked on both sides. So we got both of them right here. I don't know what this is. And
this right here is a piece of the radiator support, that tip that got bent.
They got bent down. So that I don't know. I don't know what
this right here is. Probably like some sort of helmet or something.
Something like that. Maybe for like the rear quarter panel or the tail light. Oh yeah, I think that's where that tail light goes right there. That little metal piece.
Yeah, exactly. And then this box right here came in a lot earlier, and we just haven't went through it because we had so many pieces. We got more suspension components, right?
Yeah,
Which
we
is
got
awesome.
both tie rods for each side, the outer and the inner, because I believe they both just got bent, and we might as well just go ahead and change all of them. We got our hood hinges here, and these hood hinges are pretty weird because the other part is actually spot welded onto the apron right here. You see that?
Yeah.
So you can't just replace it really easily. If you do want to, you're gonna have to just re-spot weld it and weld in a new one right here, which we're probably gonna do on the other side because we're not changing that whole apron.
Exactly, yeah.
So
that's pretty much it for these parts right now, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything, dude. I mean, we got a lot of stuff, dude. I don't even know how we're gonna carry this to the frame.
We're definitely gonna have to make a couple trips, but I say what we do right now is actually just set all this stuff aside, and before we start prepping that stuff for paint, let's go get that door.
Oh yeah, dude, let's go ahead and pick it up. Hopefully it's not damaged or anything, because we need that bad.
Exactly, yeah. So let's just head that way and check it out.
Let's do it.
All right, so we are finally back with our new door, well-used door that is, but check it out. It is almost the same color, but it is a little bit more red, which means we're still gonna have to repaint it as well as the inside as well. But I don't think we'll be painting the inside in this video because we don't wanna go ahead and take everything apart. We want those seals to be on there. That way, once we test fit it, it closes properly and all that good stuff. And this right here is actually from a 2014, which is pretty crazy. Look at that, it still has the little electronic button, dude. So
yeah, I don't think they changed the body until like they started making the SRTs and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly, which is pretty cool. The trim is a little bit different. It's chrome here. We may either have to buy new trim or even paint that, but everything else is just a perfect match. As right now,
there is a few dents on it as well.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we did notice.
Dude, totally forgot about that. But you know what?
It's a little bend there and a little ding there, but you know what?
You know what? Them birds are getting louder, I think,
I
man.
think every year they get louder or something.
They changed the batteries in them. But yeah, there is a little bit of damage here at the bottom, which shouldn't be a big deal. But as right now, what do you say? Let's start prepping all those other pieces for some paint?
Let's do it, man. Let's grab some scuff pads, scuff it all down, hopefully get them suckers sprayed in.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. We're gonna paint here out in nature, man. Here in peace, dude.
Oh yeah, peace and harmony.
Yes,
and
man.
fresh breath.
Fresh breath. Yeah, we're not gonna be throwing too much paint, so I guess we decided not to set up the paint booth because that's gonna probably take too long.
Yeah, and it was a little bit cloudy, so we were thinking about it until that sun came up and it just hit us real hard. So it'd probably be like super hot in there.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. You know, for the amount of paint that we're gonna throw, we're just gonna throw a light coat on the bottom of this hood.
Yeah, just gonna mist everything just with some maroon paint. That way, whenever we do paint it later on, everything just matches and flows.
And also we sand it or we scuff this side as well. That way, if any overspray does go on this side, it's gonna be easy to sand later on once we paint the whole entire Jeep.
Definitely. So, I mean, we're ready. All we're gonna do is just set these fenders up a little bit better. That way we can spray underneath them and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we didn't grab paint yet.
Yeah, we haven't purchased any paint. We're gonna have to run to the store, get our paint code and all that good stuff, and we'll be back in business.
Let's do it.
Of course, we're gonna be using the apparatus, but we are finally back, man.
Oh yeah, dude. We actually did not get the paint that we were looking for, but we got something.
We got something that'll work. Look at that. You got a Lamborghini. That's the stock Lamborghini Huracan exhaust, ain't that?
They're just chilling there. That's a piece of art right there. You know
Heck yes.
what?
may make some sort of sculpture out of it or something in the future.
It just looks like some kind of dinosaur looking thing, you know what I mean?
But anyways, we went ahead and picked up some other supplies. What we're gonna start with is wax and greasing, right? And
or we're gonna blow all the dust off of it first and then wax and grease it, and then we'll show you guys the paint that we got for this thing, because we figured out some things with this paint color, dude. It's some crazy stuff. But anyways, you want to clean this stuff first?
yeah, let's clean it first and then we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
Ooh-wee. Dude.
She's close enough, man.
Close enough. That is some Nason right there. What the car originally calls for is what? Chromax?
It don't really call for a specific paint. It calls for a very expensive paint.
A tri-coat.
A tri-coat paint, which we really did not want to waste that much money. It was going to be around $300.
A quart.
A quart. Just one of these little things just to paint the insides of our fenders. But we went ahead and found the cheapest paint that's actually a single coat. I mean, just a regular base coat. And I mean, this is as close as we possibly can match it. I mean, that should be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, put it in the light. I really don't see the metallics right there. Let's see if I can see the metallics. Oh yeah, they're there. But there is several other different types of paints that we could possibly use, like Standox, which is pretty high up. And also, what else? There's some Sickens and a few other little brands.
Yeah, we actually looked around, called around just to make sure that we can get that paint with a single stage instead of, you know, the
tri-coat.
The tri-coat, which we really don't want to be painting 3 coats on that car, because we're going to be painting the whole thing. And it's going to be a lot of work, and we just ain't got the time for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Since we are going to be painting the whole entire thing, we could actually get something really close to it, but a little bit cheaper, and it'll still look, you know, original pretty much.
But the reason why this paint is so expensive is because it uses like red metallics in there, which are like the most expensive metallics you can possibly use. So
red, blue, and lime green, like the S2000.
Yeah, I know, that's some expensive. But that paint is actually... This is probably going to be the most expensive paint that we ever bought for any vehicle. And
Dude,
it's weird on a maroon, you know, Jeep.
That's what I'm saying. Lamborghini was probably the second highest after this, right?
Yeah, this is probably going to beat the Lamborghini paint right here. And we did find out that a good paint with just a quart is like $500. So.
Yeah, single stage, right?
Yeah, so we're going to have to probably get a gallon or something like that, because we got a lot to paint, and that's gonna get up there to a couple thousand. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
We're gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. We definitely want it to look original, just like the original paint, because it is beautiful. But as of right now, we're working with this weather, man. It may or may not rain.
Hey, I see a little bit of sprinkles already on there, so we got to kind of hurry up, see if we can spray this in as quick as possible. I believe it'll dry pretty quick as well, so we're probably going to do just 2 coats of base and 1 coat of clear, and we should be good. That's how you properly park her, man.
I was just about to say, so the weather is kind of giving us some weird vibes, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man, knocking stuff over already. The wind's picking up, so I guess we need to just go ahead and bring out that tent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if we do start painting outdoors and it starts raining, it's just going to ruin the paint job.
Yeah, it's just going to ruin everything, so might as well just go ahead and just bring it out and blow that sucker right up.
I guess we just have to wait it out, man. We tried our best, and the best was not enough.
What?
I said we tried our best, and the best was not enough.
I guess not.
Well, we're just gonna have to wait it out, because it's like it's building up water on top.
Yeah, I know.
Woo, we almost had him. We almost had him. We could have gave up, but we just kept on trying, but we didn't get to film it. That's all right, we finally got it up though. This is a tough one right here, man. But you know what, you can't ever give up. We just kept kept trying, got all the water off the roof, and the rain actually finally stopped pouring down on us, so we were able to maneuver this thing in a way where the fans were able to pump it completely up. Now he's just over there sealing it up, but we are just soaked. Oh my goodness, soaked. We're gonna probably have to go change. Gonna have to shower. No, I probably won't shower, but this is what you gotta do, man. It's cutthroat.
All right, guys, so we finally got changed up. The rain stopped, thankfully, but now we're gonna go ahead and bring all the parts inside, dry them out, and then go ahead and spray some paint.
All right, so we just threw the rest of our base coat, and I gotta say those pieces actually ate that paint up pretty dang quick.
Oh
dude.
yeah, it ate it up pretty dang quick because it is like kind of a dark color going on a black panel, so
Yeah.
it just took the whole entire court, which we're completely out of. But they look pretty dang good, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. They may not be a perfect match, but luckily those panels are not gonna be on the exterior. It's all on the interior. It's gonna be hidden, and it's gonna be on the edges.
Oh yeah,
right?
and it's really close though. This paint is like super close. We matched it up as close as possible to original paint, so I don't think you'll be able to tell a difference unless it's like on the outside of the vehicle.
Exactly.
But
And it did start raining on us as well while we were inside the paint booth. Luckily, it's not like going down or anything.
yeah,
which that
luckily
would
it's
suck.
not going crazy. I mean, we're trying to figure out how to place them panels because it is. I don't think that paint booth is waterproof, so it does kind of leak a little bit in some spots.
Drips.
So yeah,
Drips and drops.
Hopefully we don't get none in the clear coat, but I mean it's not really that big of a deal. But let's just go ahead and clean this gun and mix up our first cup of clear coat.
All right, so we finally got these pieces painted and they turned out pretty dang good with all the little issues that we were having. But that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. The main purpose of today's video was just getting all the parts together that we need for framework, and hopefully in the next video we'll be getting some of that frame pulled out and getting some of these major structural pieces replaced. We can't wait for that, but make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also be sure to give us a follow on Instagram where you can get an inside scoop before YouTube. And I do wanna mention that we do got some brand new Trackhawk t-shirts on the website. There's not very many of them. This is a super fire design, so if you wanna help support your boys, be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy one. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.